Hello students, myself Sudhakar Tiwari. Today I am here with my new video. In this video I am going to teach you all about preposition. So preposition, the word is having two syllable, preposition. So pre means coming first, position means taking position. So let's have its definition. It is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to denote its relation with other words in the sentence. So we use preposition where? Before a noun or pronoun. For what? To denote its relation with other words in the sentence. But sometimes we have preposition at the beginning of the sentence and sometimes we have preposition at the end of the sentence also. Now, kinds of preposition: simple preposition, compound preposition, phrasal preposition and participle preposition. These are the major types of preposition. So simple preposition is having a single word like in, on, at, off, on, till, to, up, with, through, for, from, by, etc. Now compound preposition. Compound preposition are those prepositions that have more than one syllable but in single word, like about, beside, inside, along, below, outside, amidst, beneath, within, among, between, without, allowed, beyond, underneath. So these are the compound preposition. Now phrasal preposition. Phrasal prepositions are those prepositions that work as a phrase as well as preposition, like along with, in addition to, in place of, because of, owing to, in case of, in spite of, by means of, for the sake of, with reference to, according to, instead of. Now participle preposition. These are those prepositions that look like participle but actually they are not participle because they are not having noun or pronoun with it. So concerning, pending, regarding, etc. are participle preposition. See the example: pending inquiry into the matter, he went on a long tour. Just see, pending, we have just like participle but we are not having noun or pronoun with it, so it is participle preposition. In second, we have pending in his work, we have pronoun here, so pending his work. In this pending word is not a participle preposition, it is just a participle. Now uses of prepositions. Let's have at, in, on. We have the usage of preposition, these prepositions as reference of time and as reference of place, means it work to denote time as well as place also. Like we use at for precise time, means fixed time, or point of time. We use in for month, year or centuries. We use on for days and dates. Just see, at 5 o'clock it is precise time, means point of time. At noon, at lunchtime, at bedtime, at sunset rise, at sunset, at the moment. In July, in winter, in 2020, in 19th century, in the past. Now on Monday, on third day, on Christmas Day, on Independence Day, on his birthday or on my birthday. Now in reference of place, so we use at for point or fixed place. We use in for closed space and we use on for surface. Just see, at the corner, at the bus stop, at the door, at the entrance. These are the fixed spot or fixed point. That's why we are using at as a preposition here. Now, in the garden, in Agra, in India, in a box, in the train, in my wallet. So here we are having enclosed space that's why we are using in. Now for surface, on the wall, on the door, on the corner, or on the cover, on the floor, on the table, on a page. So these are the specific use of at, in, on. Now just have these words in your sentence and keep practicing of this. Uses of at, in, to, into. Let's see, we use at for static condition and in for non-static condition, or you can say dynamic condition. For example, my father is at home. So here it is static condition, that's why we are using at. Now the bus is in the motion or in motion. You can write here in the motion. Okay, so there is non-static condition, means dynamic condition, that's why we are using in there. Now we use at for small place and in for bigger place. For example, he lives at Bhangel in Noida, or we can say he lives at Noida in India. So while comparing Bhangel and Noida, Bhangel is smaller than Noida, that's why we are using at with Bhangel and in with Noida. But while comparing India with Noida, so in India is bigger than Noida, that's why we are using at Noida in India. So for smaller place we use at, and for bigger place we use in. Now we use in for enclosed space and into when someone is in motion for getting in. For example, he is in the room. Now he is going into the room. Just see, somebody is already in the room, that's why we are using in, and somebody is going to get himself into the room, that's why we are using into. Now we use both to and into for motion, but we use to for denoting direction, whereas into to indicate something or someone going to be in. For example, he is going to school, means he is going towards school, means direction we are showing here, that's why we are using to. But he is going into the classroom, means he is going to get himself into the classroom, that's where we are using here into. Use of with, by and in. So we use with for instrument, we use by for agent, and we use in for liquid. Just see the example. Ravana was killed by Ram with bow and arrow. So here we have Ram, which is agent, that's why we are using by here. Bow and arrow are instrument, that's why we are using with here. So whenever there is agent we need to write by, whenever there is instrument we use with. We have some other use of with also, like if we have someone's company, for example, I am going with my father. So I have a company of my father, that's why we are using with here. Okay, now we use with if somebody is carrying something. For example, if there is a girl who has a curly hair, so what we can say, a girl with curly hair is coming. Let's see, a girl with, you may write, black hair is coming. So let's see, now the girl is having black hair, so we are using with, so she is carrying black hair with her, we are using with. Now we are using with when we are having somebody's company. So now next usage of in. So we use in whenever we are having any liquid to write with. For example, he is writing a letter in blood. He is writing a letter in blood. Just see, blood is something which is liquid. So for writing something using liquid, we use in as a preposition. Earlier we were using Zenith pen, for that also we can use in. Okay, now use of since, for, from. So as we know, we use since and for in perfect tense. So we use since and for. Since is used for point of time and for is used for period of time. Just see the example, she has been playing since morning. Now since morning, morning is the point of time, and she has been playing for 2 hours. Now just see, hours is just kind of time which is recurring, so we are using for with it. But we use from at the time when we are indicating time but the tense is not in perfect tense. For example, she will play tomorrow from 9 a.m. Just see, we are using from because the tense is not is in perfect tense. We are using will play, means it is in future tense. Okay, now beside and besides. We use beside for side by side and besides for in addition to. Just see the example, Ravi is sitting beside me, means Ravi is sitting side by side with me. So we have beside here. Now Ravi has a watch besides mobile. So Ravi has watch as well as mobile. So there is additional, that's why we are using besides, because besides can be used in addition to. Now use of between and among. So just see, between is used with two, but sometimes with more than two also when they are closely associated. And among can be used when the items are part of a group. Just see the example, he distributed his property between his 2 sons. Just see, he has just distributed his property between 2 sons. Now we can also say he distributed his property between Rohan, Sohan and Mohan, because they are closely associated. Now just see, he distributed his property among poor. Now there is a group of poor people. So whenever there is something which is going to be the part of a group, we use among. Just see, he distributed his property among poor. Okay, Now use of and of. Let's see. At first, just have the pronunciation of both the two words. We pronounce this OF as OV, of. Okay, and this OFF as OFF, of. Got it? Now this is of and this is off. So just see, we use of to set up relation and off for separation. So he is the part of this group. So there is a relation between he and the group. So he is the part of this group. So now of is here to set up a relation between he and group. That's why we are using of here. Now of is basically used for separation. Just see, he jumped off the tower, means he is getting off from the tower. We also use he switch off the bulb, like that. Switch off means cut off the means cut off the link. Okay, so whenever we are using off, so we are just cutting off the link. Like the barber wants to cut my hair off, so the hair is going to separate from my head. Okay, now ago and before. Let's see, it's look like quite similar, but we use ago to indicate past time. From now means from now, whatever time I'm going to indicate in past, I use ago. For example, he came 3 days ago. From now, he came 3 days ago. Either we can write this or we can also use from now, means from the present time. So we use ago, present time, and we use before in perfect tense, as we know. In perfect tense, to count back past moment. For example, my father had gone before I reached. So what happened? A past moment had happened before a past activity. So we are using before here. Okay. Now make of and make from, that we also use as made of and made from in past. So where to use these prepositions? We use make of or made from when the original materials is not having its change. Okay, means there is no change in original materials. But we use make from or made from when there is change in original materials. Just see, a book is made of papers. Just see, we have made of, because here book is something which is made by using papers. Okay, and the book itself is a bulk of papers. Okay, now butter is made from milk. Now you just see, we have the change in material quality, because after milk we are getting butter. So there is change in material, that's why we are using made from. Okay, so when there is change in material, we need to use made from, but there is no change in material, then we need to use made of. Okay, now opposite and in front of. We use opposite whenever we are having things, means just opposite to one another. Like Ram is sitting opposite Syam. So there is a person, things can be also there. Ram is sitting opposite Syam. So this person is just facing to this person. That's why we are using opposite. Means when a person or a thing facing to another person or thing, we use opposite. But we use in front of in sequence, means the placement in sequence. Like he parks the car in front of my house. So there is a sequence between house and parking of car. Okay. Now above and over, both the two have the same meaning as higher than, but we use above when there is no contact, but if there is contact we use over. We use above when there is no state means contact, but if the object is just state we use over. Like there is a fan above my head, means just straight, not just straight, so we use above. But if it is just straight we can also use here over. Okay. Now I put a cloth over her. When something is going to cover something, means there is a contact, so we are using here over, because the cloth going to cover someone, it get a contact, so that's why we are using over here. Now with this we have completed most of the important preposition, but if you are having still any sorts of query, you just put your query in comment section. I will definitely try to answer as per best of my knowledge. Thank you.